Hello, everyone. My name is Jack Bergman, and I am doing my presentation on Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man by Emmanuel Acho. So let's get started. My introduction. So, Emmanuel Acho is an ex professional NFL football player who started a YouTube channel focused on social injustice. He hosts many guests on his show, and they have conversations that may not be talked about daily that are uncomfortable, and that's what makes his videos and his YouTube channel so great. The guests that he has are people such as Matthew McConaughey, Barack Obama, the Alabama Police Department, and many other more great guests that he hosts on the show, and has many conversations on topics that are uncomfortable to talk about. Some key takeaways that I learned from watching Emmanuel's videos. He poses many questions and introduces many topics that I previously have not thought about. Some of the questions he asks are, do I say African American or do I say black? And the answer to that is black. It is the least offensive, and many black people can get offended from the words African American because um, some of them are not from Africa, so they could take offense to that. Is there enough accountability in the police force when mistakes happen? Um, the Alabama Police Department goes into depth on that, and yeah, the videos are very interesting. These conversations that Emmanuel has are important because they actually are uncomfortable to have. Many people would not sit down and talk about these harsh realities um, without a setting such as this. Some goals. Educating the youth is the most important thing. Without that, then the same social injustices will still take place in the world um, without the education. Emmanuel talks about the wake of slavery and how black people are still experiencing it today. The best ways to minimize that wake are to educate and have conversations such as these ones that shine a light on the unspoken situations that black people have gone through that many other people do not know about or are just oblivious to um, these realities. And watching Emmanuel's videos can be impactful to help achieving these kind of goals. Okay, so the technology that is used. YouTube is the predominant resource that Emmanuel uses for his channel. It's a great resource for these videos because they're easily accessible and can be downloaded, chopped up, and posted on other social media outlets. You could take snippets of certain conversations or certain questions and include that in any educational use, or post on social media outlets such as Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok. And I would argue that this is the best way to share the videos and the most efficient way to reach a mass audience. Sharing the link will bring you right to the video, and like I said before, it's very easy to post on other kind of social media outlets. So some benefits to using Emmanuel's videos in the classroom. It's that they're interesting. Emmanuel asks questions and keeps the topics moving at a quick pace, so the classroom will be engaged. I found myself sitting there watching them and really enjoying these videos, and I was engaged the entire time. They weren't boring. They were very interesting. I would use these videos in the classroom when talking about social injustice because I am white, so I don't have the same life experiences that many other black people can talk about um, when having these conversations. So it is very relatable to black people and any other um, people of color. Okay, so some highlights from Emmanuel is that he keeps his videos very relatable to everyone, whether you are white, black. Emmanuel has he talks about both sides of the situation. He talks about um, both situations for the social imbalance that we have here in America. I learned more about the social injustice and expectations that people have when watching these videos that I have, learned in school or from reading a book. I found these videos very, very helpful to understanding the social imbalance that happens, in our country. And it's important to use a video rather than an article or book because seeing people's faces and their reactions make them real. There's a kind of a human element to watching people have these conversations with their faces and their reactions, and it brings more life to these conversations rather than just writing them down on a piece of paper. Some of the pitfalls that these videos are challenged with is that they're not really promoted enough. I wouldn't really see these videos unless I was looking for them. So, publicizing these videos and promoting them and posting them on different outlets can help reach a wider audience. Putting it on a TV show or a podcast or like any type of network, advertising it would really help it reach the full potential. Running a promotion for everyone to see would be great, not just people searching for this video. It would help reach a larger audience. So I'm a fan of the resource. I think that these videos are much more beneficial than any other type of media because it doesn't take a lot of effort to watch. You can just sit there and relax and take in what they're saying. Especially in the classroom, these videos would offer a great switch up, and the students would be able to engage and really listen to what Emmanuel has to say. So some questions that I have for whoever's watching this are, what do you feel the best way to promote Emmanuel's videos are and for it to reach its maximum number of people? Have you had conversations such as Emmanuel's in the past with anyone? Um, and have you watched any other similar YouTube videos that talk about social justice in a similar way? If you guys could let me know the answers to these questions, I would find it really interesting. And please go check out Emmanuel Acho's YouTube channel, Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man. And it's very, very interesting and gives kind of a different opinion on many of the questions that people have that may be too uncomfortable to talk about. So thank you guys for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it.